We kept our mission broad, improving the quality of life of pediatric hospital patients in the Houston Med Center.
We wanted to put together an organization that would be able to serve children in our community, and found that creating the Youth Hope Association was a way for us to be able to do that.
Well, our whole goal of our program is kind of quality of life issues, and knowing that you don't just treat the disease, you treat the whole child and the whole family. When we have groups like Youth Hope Association come in and provide fun diversional activities, it seems to make their wait more manageable and the time they spend in treatment just a little bit easier. One of the neat things about Youth Hope Association is they bring in themed activities.
We set up the event. We've got a different themed party every single time. At first, some of them are timid and shy and don't want to participate, but when you show them all the fun things that we've brought, you know, they're like, heck yeah, I'm gonna come.
A lot of the kids that will come in and play are the brothers and sisters that aren't sick. Just because they're not sick doesn't mean they're not in a hard situation. They're the kids that are cooped up in the hospital just because their sibling is sick, and it's not fun for them either.
Unless we come, Youth Hope Association comes to the hospital to provide these parties, these children who are children that just want to play and have fun are kind of bored just sitting in the waiting room, and they're kind of done with their activities that they've brought. And so it's a light in their day when we come with colors and crayons and activities and games for them to come over and just play.
I just knew that this is where I wanted to be, and this was a place where I could make a difference.
We do it because we choose to do it. We do it because we want to be here.
Well, for me, it involves kids, and it's a chance to, you know, make and build things with those kids. And you know, again, it sounds like a theme or the motto here, but it's just putting a smile on that child's face.
It's a smile that might not have happened that day if you weren't there. And I think that's kind of the most important part about it, is just making sure these kids are happy while they're going through a really hard time.
Just being able to take a step back and look at these kids, and even though they're going through their treatments and they're in pain and they're tired of being at the hospital, they lose themselves for an hour, 2 hours, the length of our event, in the crafts. And not only that, but takes the minds off of their parents. The parents get to see their kids being kids.
After one of our events, we had the parent comes over to me and just grabs my arm and just says, "You are a blessing." She said, "Thank you. Thank you for the work that you do."
Cancer it's serious and it's painful and it's scary, and the second you go there with a child or their family and put yourself in their shoes, there's always a moment where you just have to kind of collect yourself and be back in the moment of the party and get back to having fun with the kids. But it's very impactful and it's incredibly rewarding. That's why I've been doing this for so long.
And the response that we've gotten from the hospitals where we throw our parties has been phenomenal.
If we're approached by a hospital with a need that we can fulfill with our volunteers and our funding, then we'll certainly do our best to make that happen.
Would love to have new volunteers, you know, join their organization so that they can continue to do parties on a regular basis and maybe even increase the frequency of their parties.
It's great to be able to have the hospitals and the community to embrace us.
I'd like to thank Youth Hope Association for all they do, because they do make a difference in the lives of our patients and the families.
If you have compassion and you have an hour out of your day that you can spare, we would love to have someone volunteer.
It's really an amazing organization to be involved in. It's so thrilling, again, to get to spend that one-on-one time with a kid. You get the time with them. In a lot of organizations you don't. You have to kind of bounce from one room to another, and here you are in one spot and you are really connecting with the kids, and you feel like you're making a difference.
I just feel very passionate about wanting to have time with these children that can't, you know, play or go out and do the sort of things that 4-year-old children should do. And so it's just really tough to see the pain and suffering that they're having, and being able to turn that around in a moment, to be able to show them, like, we're here to have fun with you and help, and that makes it all worthwhile.